Alright, so I wanted to come up with like a singular specific topic to talk about, but I don't think I'll do that. And of course I'm improvising this, but I can't think of one. So this time I'm just gonna I have a general idea, more of like a web of ideas rather than a specific point. But all these things kind of connect, but I want to talk about just a bunch of kind of things that I've been thinking about lately. And it's just crazy, man. Like, not sure where to begin specifically, but just really important stuff. Like, just stuff about life, you know? Like, just like the way people interact and like the way like we perceive each other and like interact in this world and how that impacts us and like, you know, like just kind of stuff like that. But so like I'll just start here. One thing we do, which I have a bunch of other videos where I go more in depth on specific topics of these, which I don't know if I'll do it right now at the time of filming this, but I'll probably post all of them at the same time, including this or whatever. So I might, you know, elaborate on some of these ideas in other videos. But anyway, point is, I've been getting super into botany, which is hilarious. But like, I've been getting into botany. It started with plant ID, and then that turned into like this whole rabbit hole where I'm just like plants were the stepping stone to the earth, into life, you know. And now I'm just like I can't explain it. It's almost like if you're an atheist and you just read the Bible and you're just like, oh, this is cool, and then you find God and you're like, oh my God. Like, it's like that kind of thing, you know? Like, you know, feeling disconnected. It's like a huge history of disconnection. And then, you know, I look into these plants, and then through the plants, then I learn about ecosystems. You know, I feel connected to plants, and then I learn about the ecosystems. Then it's like similar kind of thing. Now I feel connected to the earth. I'm just like, holy shit, dude. This, like, I did not know plants was gonna turn into this. Plants were just the gateway into everything. So there's that kind of thing. So there's that development that's happening. A bunch of big developments that have been happening. That's one development. And this is another theme. I've experienced this many times, but this happened again today, where, you know, you just get caught up in this stupid internet bullshit, all the stupid petty arguments we get in, and then afterwards you just think, what the fuck was that? Why am I getting all stressed out about all this dumb shit? And it's like not even like real. And like, it's kind of like this larger theme. Like, I'm realizing like we just make boogeyman out of like so many things. Like, you know, there's obviously so many problems in the world and things to legitimately be angry about, and it's like, but how often does that actually serve us? I'm not anti-anger, I'm very pro-anger. Whoa, that went out. Anyway, lights out. Anyway, so I'm very pro-anger. It's just an emotion. It's, you know, I'm very pro-emotion because that's part of who we are. So I'm very pro that, but, you know, I just started thinking about what's the purpose of anger. But of course, you know, you can abuse your emotions. If you have like, what's the purpose of anger? It's to like protect yourself. You know, it's a signal to let you know that your boundaries have been destroyed. It's like you know, a smoke alarm, like waking you the fuck up, scaring the shit out of you, and then you just going, like, letting you know something's wrong, emergency, take care of this right now. Like, that's what it's about. It's not a fuel, which, I mean, it can motivate you to some degree, but like, we weaponize and abuse anger. You know, you can't really blame people for it because it's not like we learn this or anything. But, or it can, you know, recreational outrage. It can become like an addiction to just rage about stuff. It's kind of like oddly addicting. It can be. And like, that's what we do like online. Just like, you know, which, I mean, there's like multi-billion-dollar industries intentionally trying to foster this. So it's like, you can't fully, like, the blame isn't fully with anybody. So we all hold a piece. But that's like one aspect of it. Like, that's getting weaponized. So then it's like, it's so easy to make boogeyman out of everything. And people, and it's like, that's what I've realized so often. Like, we think we have enemies. And so often it's like, are people really your enemies? Are they really your enemies? You know, and I just become less convinced of that as I get older. And the more of these experiences I have, you know, I'm just like, I don't really fucking care. Like, they're not these, I'm not like invested in hatred. Oh, I just don't give a shit. You know, and it's like, then you learn, like, do I really fucking care? Like, no. You dive down deep into your soul. No baby is hateful. You know, and then you realize hatred is always a projection. And like, no one wants to accept that. I feel like very few people would actually consider that idea and believe it. Because, I mean, nobody's born with hatred. You're born with anger, sadness, you know, joy, whatever. All these things, there's no hatred in there. Hatred is taught and learned. So therefore, hatred is like a meme that you acquire and spread. And then you identify with it and get attached to it. But that's really not you. It's not you. So anybody who is hating something, is hateful, always has self-hatred. So when I see haters, this is why, like, honestly, feel bad for the fucking haters, dude. They're miserable. Their biggest victims are themselves. They hate themselves. How can you be mad at that? How can you take that seriously? Like, they know not what they do. They're these, like, people addicted to killing themselves. And it's like, how can you fucking blame them? Like, they're suffering. They're lashing out because they're slaying their own souls. Of course they're going to slay everyone else's soul because their soul is slain. Of course. So, you know, why take it personally? It's just sad. You know, and that's why, like, this is my experience. Like, the more I get to know my enemies, the more the anger just drifts away, and I realize these aren't my enemies. They're not my enemies. I understand them. They're not bad. And like, this is why like Jesus talks about love your enemies as if they were your own, because what if he actually had a point? Just saying, what if that was actually true? What if your enemies really are just like you? But of course, that's a really threatening idea. I can't consider that. Right? But I mean, but that's the conclusion I've come to. And then I realized, well, this is just an ancient idea. You know, convergent evolution. I didn't come up with this. I just discovered it. I'm like, whoa, this matches up with everything. So, that's crazy. But I mean, I really think about it, you know, it's like when it's so easy to get wrapped up in some boogeyman thing. Or, oh my God, these people suck and blah, 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 blah. And you know, like, it's a waste of fucking time. Like, I'm a man, dude. I'm an artist. I got shit to do in this world. I'm gonna be real. I got a lot of way more important shit to do than just to hate people. Like, who fucking cares? Like, is that really what life is about? Is it really what life is about? Are we just fucking animals dominating each other? Or were we meant for more than just that? Right? Is there some bigger cosmic significance? Etc. I can't explain. I don't know how to put that into a better word or whatever. That's kind of what I realized. It's like when I dive into it, think about these enemies I have and blah blah blah. I get all defensive. They like my brain. And I realize, like, all these things that I think really suck about me, or my weaknesses, are also strengths. So it's crazy. Like, I have like I'm so glad I learned that I have OCD, because it's like, it has been debilitating in my life. Like I'll just get intrusive thoughts all the time. It causes so much distress. Like, my brain will just lock in to the worst shit I can possibly think of, and it'll just play like on a loop in my brain. Can't turn it off. It's completely involuntary. And my brain will react as if it was real. Even when I know it's not, my brain will still act like it is, right? So, but I mean, thank God I know this now, because now, just knowing that this is happening, it's like, oh, like I can deal with it. So like, I don't have any problems with it anymore. But occasionally, I'll still have like a little flare-up episode, and it'll get really intense every once in a while. But now, like ever since I discovered that, I'm just like, oh, I'm functional now, you know? So that's cool. But so like, what's the advantage of this? Well, my mind replays these hypothetical situations of things that bother me. Well, that's just an opportunity for me to work through that insecurity. So then by the end of it, I'm like, well, I'm really glad that happened, because otherwise maybe I wouldn't have confronted that. It's an advantage, dude. I mean, it's so crazy, dude. You can make your weaknesses into a strength, not just by being weakness, but by turning it into a strength. That's not the same as weakness is strong. But, so like, you know, I'll get this like, I'll, you know, get involved with people that I have some kind of conflict with, or not even a conflict. My brain will generate some imaginary conflict that's not even real, and I'll just get stuck on it as if I were in a conflict with them. And it's like extremely triggering, and it'll like dysregulate me, and I'll be thinking about like all day long, and like all my plans are gone, and I'm just like obsessing about this imaginary enemy. And I know this is happening, right? And I try to move on from it. You can't. You just can't. And everything I do to try, you know, it's the compulsion. Everything I do to try to move past it reinforces it. So it's like, you can't move past it. So then I face it, and then I learn something important. And like that's why I said, so here's an example of this. Me, like, these people in my head, like, I'm imagining all these people, you know, that I have a problem with, or I think, and then it just gets so intense. I just imagine how I would react to this situation scenario. And then I just like, I'm like, my first impulse is to get defensive. And, you know, I just get defensive and like get all bitchy and like, nah, like want to fight back. And then I just think, nah, that's stupid. Like, that's dumb. You know, like, why does it matter to me so much? Like, why am I getting so defensive about this? Like, what am I trying to prove, or what am I trying to hide, or what am I, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like an insecurity. So then I come face to face with my own insecurity, and I'm just like, why am I insecure about this? Like curiosity. Like, what is this about? Like, what am I like so insecure about? You know, and I think about it. And then I discover things. I'm just like same with the enemy. Like, I have to show strength and prove and fight them effectively and all this stuff. And I'm just like, you know, like back to what I'm saying, like, are these people really my enemy? No. And, you know, so I have all this anger and all this hatred, and then it wells up in me, and then I'm just like, ugh. Which, remember what I said, hatred is a projection. Because there's something about me and myself and my own system that I'm not accepting, right? So then I dive into that, and I realize, do I really care deep down in the core of who I am? No. You know, and then I just think about it. I'm like, people really aren't my enemies. Like, how do I put this? It's like then I dive into the psychology. And then I just realized, like, they're not, like, everyone's teaching me something. Like, every single person, including my enemies, it's always an opportunity to teach me something. And if you're defensive, you can't take advantage of that. You know, it's like this constant assumption that, like, I have to defend against something. Right? But it's like, man, this is really hard to explain. I don't know how to explain this, but without like thinking about it more in depth. But I just think about it. And I just wrestle with the question, like, what would I say in these hypothetical situations? And it's almost like every scenario I play through just doesn't work. Right? And then eventually it reaches a point where something interesting happens and all that anger just dissipates. And like that's when my heart opens up and I realize I don't have to be defensive. Like there's nothing to like fear or hide from, or there's nothing to fight. That's what it is. There's nothing to fight. You know, so it's like that's what it is. These aren't my enemies. Like I don't have to to fight. Fighting implies that they are your enemy, you have something to lose, etc. That you're in a war, that this is threatening in some way, etc. But what if it wasn't? What if you could just, what if you didn't have to defend? You just face it with an open heart. And that completely changes things around. You lead with love, but like actually do it. You know what I'm saying? So then I think about it like that. And then I think about it and I'm just like, do I really care that my enemies hate me? Like, is it really are they not allowed to feel however they want? They can feel however they want. What's the big deal? They can even hate me for a dumb reason that's not accurate. That's actually a lot easier to accept, because it's like, they're just, like I said, they're just trapped. It's like not even their fault necessarily. It's just like, that's just sad, But then it's like, it's like I don't want to be in conflict with people. I mean, if I have to, I will. But it's like, let them come to you. Like, don't interrupt your enemy when he's making a mistake. It's like, but at the same time, I really don't want to fight with people or whatever, have conflict, because I just think about opportunity costs. Like, what could we be doing to make a win-win so everyone could benefit? What's the best thing for all of us to do where we could all benefit? And I just think about that. That's preferable. Why would you have to sacrifice that just for one person to win and another to lose? Even if it has to be me. Because I'm going to go hard. I'm not just going to be like, okay, lay down and die. No. But I mean, I don't want to win and you lose. I want us all to win. And that's I'm obsessed about that. I don't care about anything else. There's no point to anything else. There's just no point. So I mean, that's just sad. If I think about it, if that has to happen, it's just sad. So that's not a good outcome. So you just think about I just learned to have love for enemies, and it's you keep your friends closer, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Why did the ancients say all this stuff, dude? It's not for no reason. There's wisdom there. You gotta know yourself, yeah, but know your enemy. And that means having some empathy for them. It doesn't mean lay down and die, let the shark eat you or whatever. But I mean, it's just you don't have to hate the shark. It's just it's like a predator, like a shark. It's just a fish. Don't you love nature? You don't have to get mad at the shark. It's not personal. They're just doing what the sharks do. They eat food. And you're possibly food. So I mean, it is what it is. There's nothing personal. That's just what they do. So you have to navigate that effectively. You don't want to waste your energy hating it. That's just stupid. It's a shark. Don't you want the shark to thrive in this world as much as you? Yeah, that would be sick. And I mean, nature is beautiful. And that's how people are. And I feel deep down, underneath all the bullshit and all the, the stuff that we identify with and the wars we fight, we make enemies where there are none. We make enemies because there aren't any. Really, when you look deep down, there aren't any enemies. We're all learning. We're all learning from each other. We're all influencing each other. And it's just like, yeah, that's another thing. It's not good for your health to just be angry all the time. Like, and the problem is there's always a good reason to be angry about something. There's always a justifiable reason to be angry. There's always a good reason to be stressed the fuck out all the time. Like, that's stupid, you know? That doesn't help anybody. I'm not saying don't be angry and outraged. Ever. I mean, it can be useful. But I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, this is back what I said earlier, like, thank God that I have weaknesses because they're my strengths. Like, me personally, I can't afford to treat myself as badly as other people can. Like, I don't know how y'all do it. I'm completely honest. I don't know how you can consistently be sleep deprived and function. Like, I don't know how you can eat trash food. Like, and just be hopped up on drugs all. Like, I don't know how people can do that without serious consequences. You know, that's where, like, being really healthy and strong is a disadvantage, because you don't realize anything's wrong because there's no obvious consequence to it. Whereas, dude, if I don't get enough sleep, you don't even want to know what happens. Like, then I get chronic pain flare up. I get migraines. Like, I'm crippled. I'm in agony for 1 to 2 days. If I'm not absolutely on top of everything, eating healthy every day, exercising consistently, like I'm walking, I do this all the time. I do this because I have to, because the consequences are bad if I don't. Like, it amazes me how people are like the culture was like, oh yeah, sleep deprivation. I'm just like, you guys are insane, bro. There's literally no advantage to doing that at all. And people like wear it like a badge of honor. I'm just like, crazy, dude. Crazy. That's what I'm saying. Like, now, you know, like, now I see the advantage. I'm glad that I have chronic pain. I'm glad that I'm sensitive, because I can't live with the illusion that neglecting myself doesn't have consequences, because it's so obvious. Like, it does. So it's like I can't afford to have illusions about that. So it kind of like forces me to be healthy, right? Whereas people who just like live off McDonald's, and like, dude, they appear to be fine, but they're not. I mean, obviously, you know, you're gonna get like metabolic disease and cardiovascular disease, and like, you know, years in a way where you can't obviously connect the two. I mean, it is there, but that's an advantage for me. So like, that's the advantage of me. I'm telling you, I'm the canary in the coal mine. You guys are the same as me. Like, we're both physiologically the same species. You realize that? Like if I gotta get sleep, you gotta get it too. That's all I'm saying. So that's the advantage. I see stuff that other people can't see in this regard. And because of that, what's my point with this? My point is that I cannot afford to be raging all the time. Now, most people who are like this don't know that. But I mean, like, when I start raging at something stupid, like when I get into this stupid argument and waste a whole day thinking about nonsense, I can feel the migraine coming on. I'm like, oh God. This is just like, why I literally can't even afford to think about this, or like to make a judgment. Like, I just can't do it. I just can't do it. The consequences are so severe. Like, it's just so obviously not worth it. Right? So thank God for that. That really helps me. But then also, I mean, it's so much deeper. Like, so this is like, it's so much deeper than just getting a migraine. So people can easily dismiss it and think, well, I don't get migraines, so it's fine. It's like, you are in such a trap. I feel so bad for you that you can't accept this. Like, bad things are gonna happen. Yeah, I just feel bad. But I mean, that's your karma. You gotta pay your karma, just like I gotta pay my karma. It just is what it is. We all have our karma to pay for whatever BS we're doing or whatever. So I mean, it is what it is. But you know, people have to see things for themselves. But so I mean, what is really so bad about arguing with strangers, being angry all the time? Well, if you're a leftist like me, it's very easy, or just not even just a leftist, just like you're just into politics, like, or you just look at the world, like there's infinite reasons to be angry and upset and bothered and a victim. Oh my God, all these horrible things, blah, blah, blah. You know, and it's like, wow, it's great to care about important things. What's the cost? Like, is it really like worth it? Like, I don't know how to explain it. That's the problem. Like, I can't explain it some easily digestible way that just instantly makes sense to anyone who hears it, you know? I don't know how to phrase it. It's just like, maybe, you know, I'm just too old for this shit. Like, I still care about a lot of things, but I also, like, actually think taking care of myself is important now, you know? So it's like, I ran on empty for years. That was just stupid. So, you know, like, what's the point of being some great saint if you fucking just kill yourself in the process? Like, that's just stupid. It's self-defeating, it's counterproductive. It's just like, why are you living like that? You don't have to do that. That's kind of the thing. So like, I had this kind of like this realization within myself where it's just like the same thing with the complaining. I'm like, this is just dumb. Like, this is dumb. Like, it just like all these like, and it's so, the most obvious example is with the political groups. I'll tell you right now, I have a very diverse friend group because I'm not attached to any of this stuff. So like, I just like, if you like the truth in general, to a good enough degree, cool. I mean, I want to get to know you just to get to know you. Like, I don't really, like, that's it. I just want to get to know people, understand people, and connect with people. So it's kind of like, that gives me an advantage because I'm not in an echo chamber. I'm getting challenged all the time. Sorry, I gotta check this out real quick. Is this Paulonia? I think it is. Yep. Beautiful. I fucking love Paulonia. Dude, the leaves are just like bigger than my torso, which is pretty big, just kidding. But crazy. Anyway, so where was I? I got distracted by plants. I'm a plant daddy. I'll stop right now. Okay. Where was I? More fucking plants, really? I mean, this is a problem. This is a problem. Oh, look, do we have, what is that? Hope it's not mulberry weed. No, this is gorgeous right here. Just checking out this magnolia, I'm sorry. Anyway, stay focused, Austin. Stay focused. Speaking of focus, that's another thing I want to talk about. Horticultural atrocities, I'm sorry. Like Joey Santor puts, like this is reminiscent of OCD. Like, then why do we gotta do neat little lines? Like, I got OCD, like, why are you making me look normal? Like, this is what, like, severe OCD autism, like, line everything up? Like, this is not normal. Do you have anxiety? Like, nah. Why can't you just, like, accept the mess? Like, what's the big deal? Like, what's wrong with this? It's pretty, it's natural. It's like stress relieving. Anyway. Oh God, have I tangented too far? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, back to the complaining. What are other, like, just the complaining? Like, I just, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe if you just, like, don't give a shit about your life and you're dead set on that and you just will not ever find your purpose or whatever the fuck that means, and you're just dead set on wasting your life, like, I can't convince you otherwise, well, then, and you're never going to change your mind, okay, then you can complain mindlessly and just whatever. But I mean, I don't know about you. I got shit to do. Like, there's shit important to me in this life. There's important things. You know, like, I'm an artist. Like, I have so many things to create. I have so many experiences to have. So many connections to make and maintain. So much more than I know. There's just too much stuff, dude. You know, it's like a lot of people, like, you know, I don't have kids, but a lot of people who start families and have kids come to a similar type of conclusion where they're just like, man, like, I got fucking kids now, dude. Like, I can't afford to, like, fuck around all this dumb shit. Like, there's other people involved now. It's not just about me. Like, I gotta really, like, focus on this important shit. I can't afford to be just distracted on some bullshit, you know? It really, like, you know, your priorities get in line. So, that's kind of where I'm at. Like, you just realize, like, you've had so, like, you just have all the years of pointless fucking conversations. Arguing with people in bad faith. With, you know, with having completely unproductive conversations. Just wasting fucking time. You know? And then it's like the time you have gets more precious as you have less of it. You know? You're just like getting older and you're just like, I'd kind of like to see the world before my eyes fucking go bad. You know, like, that would be cool. Like, this is fucking precious, dude. Am I gonna waste this bullshit? Am I really gonna devalue my own life and experience and connection, etc., or life itself, just to get caught up in some stupid bullshit? Like, it's just like, just know. Just know, dude. But I mean, that's what we're fucking doing. And it's just like but that's why I realized, like, I had this thought. I'm just like, man, I don't know what that smells like. Wood chips? It smells amazing. Anyway. God, it smells so good. Anyway. I might stop and smell that for a minute. Smell the wood chips. Stop and smell the wood chips. But I just thought about it, and I'm just like, I just think about it differently. I'm like, you know, like, imagine if getting into a stupid argument costed you $20,000. You would stop having those fucking, okay? Like, what does that mean? And, like, I know this sounds crazy, but, like, I really do believe that it does cost $20,000. Honestly, probably more. But I just picked a number randomly, arbitrarily. A lot of money. Which, for me, that's a lot right now. You know, but I'm saying, like, you're paying for this bullshit you're doing now and future medical bills from the stress-induced disease that you accumulate via being involved in bullshit. So yeah, just because you're not paying for it now doesn't mean you're not paying for it. You gotta understand. Just because you can't prove it with a double-blind, placebo-controlled study, because you can't do a placebo-controlled study on yourself because you're changing constantly. There's no control group, so you can't prove it, but it's there. Like, if you just stress out all the time and you get a fucking stroke later, like, you're gonna pay for it. Like, this, realize how this costs so much more than we assume it does. Like, if you really connected with how expensive it was, you would stop doing it immediately. You'd be like, fuck. You know, that happens. So, but another thing Joe Hudson says that's on my mind. This is back to what I was saying, like, with, like, loving your enemy type of thing. This is what Joe Hudson says. He says, every time my heart breaks, it increases my capacity to love. Now think about that for a minute. But that's what I realized. That's why, like, I'm not afraid to live with an open heart. Because I know that now. And I've experienced it. Now, if you're not used to it, you've never had a broken heart. Your heart breaks, you're like, oh my God, I'm never doing this again. Right? You can fall into the never again trap, which will rule you and control your life. And that's a trap right there. But that's the problem. Eventually, maybe, hopefully, you can get to a point where, okay, I don't need to dump all this energy into avoiding. I don't need to control the outcome so desperately, which ironically makes it more likely. So, when you can just let go of the outcome, like I mentioned in another video, freedom from outcome. When you can have freedom from outcome, when, like now I can open my heart towards my enemies, that I'm not afraid of what they're going to say. Why would you be? Because if they're full of shit, then okay, they're full of shit. That has nothing to do with you. You can learn from it. There's important things there. It's an opportunity to empathize, understand psychology, etc. You pity them. You feel bad. You connect with them. You're like, man, I really hope that you do better in life and you live the life that you want and accomplish your dreams and shit. I hope you overcome the traps. Because I relate. I have traps in my life. I hope you overcome it. Because if it's anything like me, damn, no one should have to go through that. I hope you overcome it. Right? And then, if they do have a point, well, fucking hey, now you can improve. You can use that to actually improve. You can learn from that, and your life can get way better. You know, so it's like you really don't have anything to lose. That's a very useful perspective to have. Everyone's on your side, whether they know it or not. Okay? But that's crazy to think about. And I just this, the way that it feels to open your heart and face life that way, dude. I've tried other ways, okay? I'm sure I haven't tried every way, but I don't know about you, but I prefer this method. It's so much a lighter way to be. I can't describe. There's a spiritual connection, metaphorically. I don't literally believe there's a spirit or whatever. You know, I don't have any evidence for that, so why would I believe it? But metaphorically, it's true. But that's a great word to describe it. So when I connect with that, I can face my enemies with an open heart. Then it's there's nothing to fucking fear. There's nothing to fight. Then when I play these scenarios in my mind, everything goes right. You know, when I'm defensive, every move I make is in a black hole, brings you closer to the singularity and swallows you. When I'm defensive, every fucking thing I do makes it worse. When I'm angry, every fucking thing I do makes it worse. You know what I'm saying? But dude, when I face the world with an open heart, and I'm eager for heartbreak. If it happens, then I let it happen. I'm cool, this is another opportunity to love even deeper. To love even more profoundly. And feel even more fucking connected to life. I'm not fucking afraid. Because you realize there's nothing to fucking be afraid of. We're just making all this bullshit. We're all scared. We're kids. We're still kids scared of the monster in the closet. And there's no fucking monster, dude. There's just we're just living this insane opportunity. And it's just a total exploration. It's a fucking adventure. And it's intense. It's not this mild, lame little happy thing. It's there's risk, and the stakes are high, and dude, it's so exciting. There's so much going on. You know, it's dramatic, and there's lots of contrast. There's moments that are boring and dull, and there's just so much richness in life. And we're so. We want to hide from it. It's so easy to want to hide from that and to be defensive about it. And it's we're just crippling ourselves. We don't have to be defensive about it. But I've lived like that for so long. Right? But then whenever hold up, I'm in the middle of something. What's up, bro? Pretty good, man. What about you?
Doing all right.
Yeah, what's up?
Nothing. So we saw you walking down the street at 12 o'clock in the morning. Everything good?
Yeah, I do this like pretty much almost every night.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never seen you.
Oh, really?
You live around here?
Yeah, I'm up here on,
I got you. Is that a video camera?
yeah, I'm filming, like, I mean, do you mind if I have this on or what?
No, you're good, man. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, gotcha.
You got your ID, just like I say, I'll talk to you and get you on your way.
I don't actually.
There you go. What's your last name?
Austin Killingsworth.
Austin Killingsworth?
That's my name.
Let's see. Just so I can tell them I talked to you and I get you out of here. Killingsworth, that's, I'm sure that's common spelling.
Yeah, exactly.
K-I-L-L-I-N-G.
SWORTH.
Killingsworth. And then first name is Austin?
Austin.
And what's your date of birth? Cool. Give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, got you, no problem.
What do you videotape, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh yeah, it's no big deal. It's like I guess like a vlog. Like in this video in particular, I'm talking about like, it's just kind of like more spiritual, like self-helpy kind of stuff, like facing life with an open heart. This is great actually, because this is like literally like what I'm talking about. Like, because I used to be so defensive all the time, and like in the past I could have seen a situation like this and be like, oh, the cops are stopping me, oh my god. But now I'm just like there's nothing to fear. Like you can just talk to people, like, and then like facing life with an open heart like that is such a way better way to live. So it's like, and like now I can have a positive interaction with people, like everyth's cool. It's just like, so like that's, you know, it's like perfect. That's kind of what.
I love the energy you produce, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. The sky looks orange. I wonder if it's like the contrast of the light.
Hey, Austin, what was that date of birth again, brother?
But yeah, I do this like pretty regularly, like pretty much almost every night. And like I know like it's usually like at night, so it's like, you know, it'll be like 11 to 1 or something like that. So like, I mean, I get it. It could be kind of like weird, like, so I mean, I get it. Like,
well, I was just driving, I was like, is that a human being you just saw?
yeah.
I got you. But hey, man, like I said, I appreciate your cooperation. I love your energy and stuff like that.
Appreciate
if you have any
it, man.
questions, feel free to give us a shout, okay? I'll let you get on your way now.
Sweet. Appreciate it, man.
you, brother.
Yeah, have a good night, man.
Sure, you too.
How much time I got? Oh, about it. Well, I guess this is a perfect place to stop because my camera is about to die. So, what did I say, guys? I mean, what am I telling you? That could not have been more perfect. I mean, absolutely perfect. This is a great video, dude. I mean, you heard it all right there. So, much love and peace out. Okay, delete it a little bit. Hopefully I can get this in. So, like, we are in a feedback loop with life. The life influences you, and then you influence the life that influenced you, and then that life that you influences you back, and it's a feedback loop forever. You control the way you influence the world, controls how it influences you back. Don't ever forget that. Like the perfect example. You're not powerless. You gotta live with friction with reality, but you also have some control. There's always something you can do. Don't ever forget that. Like, people love to jump between extremes. Either you're just a plaything that gets pushed around by the world and you have no agency, or everything's your responsibility and if bad things happen, it's your fault. It's like that. It's all bullshit. It's somewhere in the middle. Focus on what you have control over, and as long as you do that, you'll face life with your best self, and your life will be better, and it will be sick in ways you cannot even comprehend, okay? I mean, that was a perfect example of me demonstrating this concept. That can be the difference between everything. Just because we have an objectively small amount of control, people conflate that small amount of control with the outcome. Just because we have a small amount of control does not mean that the impact of that control is small too. So that's all I'm saying. So even though you can't control much, if you focus on what you can control, then like that has an outsized impact on you. it does not have a small result, right? Think about it. My attitude, if I respond to someone aggressively versus, accepting, I mean, that could be the difference between me literally getting in a fight and losing my life, or making an amazing fucking video that'll change people's lives. All because I control the frame that I see things through. Okay, so it's not very much control, but it makes all the fucking difference, dude. And if you don't believe that, there's the perfect example. Like, this video could not have been more perfect. See what I'm saying? Like, how many of you guys are twisting neutral situations into horrible situations just because you don't understand a lot of the stuff I'm talking about? There's always something you can do